all you guys out there. Hope you're having a nice, fun day Sunday all across the world. This is Jason with Ray of Light Tarot. I'm here to do your Pisces soulmate reading for September 15th through 30th of 2019. That would be for September 15th through 30th of 2019. Now, having said that, this could resonate at another time. A lot of times I will catch a reading and it may not be for the time period that I'm looking for, but it just resonates. So sometimes that happens. So be aware that you may have that experience. I'm going to make a few quick announcements. So if you come in and you're watching the replay, I will try to put I'll try to remember to put a timestamp in the comments for where the reading actually begins, because some of you might need these announcements. First, I want to say thank you so much for all of the love. Today is my birthday, 42, and going strong. Thank you for all the birthday wishes and the love. I really, really appreciate it. You guys are the best, the kindest, and the most of everything. Second of all, I want to say I'm not doing a lot of work today because it is my birthday. I am going to get 3 generals up as I promised I would today. And for a couple of you, I did reach out and say I would have your personal done today because you've been waiting a long time as it is. I know a lot of you have, but I can only do so much. And I'm getting caught up, believe it or not. We're almost there. So if you want to book a personal reading, now is the time. The information is in the description. The only thing that I don't think is actually listed in the description is the Map of Destiny or What Makes You Magic reading. And those are actually 150, just like the 1-hour love readings. So just so you know. Okay? All right. I think that's it. Also, I'm going to be live tonight, possibly doing micro readings. I haven't decided for sure. I've got dinner plans, but after that, I may come on to do some micro readings. We will see how the evening goes. So play that by ear. So anyway, thank you for being here, guys. Hope you are enjoying your Sunday. Hello, Isha. Thank you, universe. Thank you, source. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, angels, archangels, spirit guides, ancestors. Thank you for allowing me to connect today to the energy of Pisces and their soulmate for those who are most in need of this guidance at this time. Thank you for the clear and direct messages for them and healing guidance. Thank you, archangels, Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel for your, oops, sorry about that, guys, for your patronage and guidance. And thank you for the clear and direct messages. Thank you for protecting my light, my energy, and my vibration, and for holding it for me as well during difficult times. Sorry, I'm on my phone today, and my brother was just trying to call me probably to say happy Birtle Dirtle, but yeah, can't interrupt a live reading. What's up, Bentley? That is my dog. All right, what's the current energies from now until September 30th for the soulmate of Pisces? Show me the soulmate of Pisces, September 15th through 30th. Let's see, guys. Thank you for liking the video, giving it a thumbs up. It helps it circulate, and I appreciate that. And it probably helps the video resonate for you with a little energy exchange there. Okay. Your soulmate's in building mode. They're wanting to build something. So when it comes to you, if they haven't reached out already, they're wanting to reach out and talk to you about building something. They're in a healing mode right now, and they've also been watching you a lot. This is really cool. Look at this. They start out the reading as the Page of Swords. They end the reading as the King of Swords. That's a huge transformation. Yeah, thanks for liking the video, guys. I believe, I do that when I go to watch a video. I believe, because these are free readings, that's a good way to help the reading resonate for you, to give it a thumbs up. It's like an energy exchange. That's my own personal belief. And I think I'm a pretty smart guy when it comes to spiritual stuff, but do as you please. So yeah, this looks good. Pisces, if you're dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, this reading might be for you. Strong air energy as far as the actual court cards. They start out as the Page of Swords, and they end up King of Swords. So someone's going through a massive growth process right now between now and the end of September as far as your soulmate's spiritual maturity level goes. So that's a good sign. If you've been dealing with somebody who maybe was a little immature or non-committal in the past, they're about to go through some major growth and changes. Strong Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, Pisces. They've also got the 3 of Pentacles here as the overall energy. This represents someone who's learning a lot of karmic lessons and who wants to build with you. They literally want to come together in a really nice way and build something with you. And you know, behind that is the 4 of Wands in reverse. So what that tells me is There's that transformation happening that I just showed you with from Page to King of Swords. And as they come into this energy, this willingness to build something with you, Pisces, this Four of Wands is here, but in reverse. It's going to come upright, and that's going to allow you both to come into union. So I feel what the message is here is that union with this soulmate is on the horizon. You know, it's in the picture. It's coming into view, right? Since it's here, but in reverse. So that's good news. So you've got Page of Swords, okay? That's the energy they're starting out with. Then you've got the Two of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Two of Cups, the Six of Cups, the World, and then, of course, as I showed you already, the King of Swords. So a really nice growth process happening here. The biggest thing that's happening is they're finding balance and they're healing, right? They're going from this juggling energy, kind of spying on you, watching you from far away. This is definitely someone who, for most of you, you're not in communication with at all, or you're in very strained communication with, and they're watching you. I don't know if it's on social media or if it's like they're actually in the same city as you, and they're kind of keeping tabs on you through friends or what. Feels like somebody who's definitely watching you and wondering what's really going on. You know, if it's on social media, you never know what's real and what's not when people post pictures and stuff. I don't know. It feels more like it's like that what they're seeing or hearing about you sounds or feels really amazing, and they want to know, they want to hear about the details of your life from you. They miss that contact with you and that communication. They know that in order for you two to come to a better place, they would have to really balance some things out, stop juggling something. Could be a third party situation where they've got someone they're with or someone from their past that's in the mix. I don't see a specific energy of someone else here, so that's good news. But it does feel like there is some other person or people that is occupying their attention, at least, if not blocking the connection altogether. I wouldn't say they're blocking the connection, but they're occupying this person's mind and attention. And it's probably just because right now they're not in the most mature energy, right? Page of Swords is not so mature, but they're going through a lot of growth here. Like I said, coming out King of Swords. So the healing, this Four of Swords is healing energy. This is a lot of rest. When someone's in Four of Swords mode, you're not going to see or hear a lot from them. And the thing is, if you're somebody who is in a no communication mode with your soulmate or twin soul or partner, whatever the person is for you, best friend, whatever they are, if you're in no communication with them and you're wondering, should I reach out to them? If they're in Four of Swords mode right now, it would be pointless to reach out, because this is something someone has to go through alone. They have to go through this deep dive, and it's kind of almost like a dark night of the soul. You have to go through that alone, right? Sure, it's nice to reach out and let somebody know you care about them, you love them, but especially if they've asked you not to contact them, honor that. Honor that request, and just let them go through this healing process, because clearly this is someone who shares a lot of emotion for you. Doesn't mean they want to be your spouse or even your partner. They do love you, though, on some spiritual, soulful level. They care about you. And that's important, right? Anytime you have a relationship where there is a shared love like this, it's important to honor the connection and mend it when it needs to be mended, without any expectations of it being, more or less than what you both agree for it to be, because these spiritual energetic connections can be so strong, they can often confuse you, they can confuse both people. The best thing to do, I think, in these type of situations is to be there to love and support the person. Try not to get too confused or bring other people into the connection or other people's opinions, okay? Those are the lessons I've learned in connections like this, okay? This definitely is a confirmation, though, of a strong soul connection, a mutual love and respect, and a bond that goes very deep. You've also got the Six of Cups here, too. This is definitely something that's karmic, in the sense that hey, Christina Maria, welcome. There's definitely something, this is karmic here, and it's definitely something that has that feeling of, I know you, you know me. You've got these two children here who are buddies, right? I wouldn't call them boyfriend and girlfriend. I think they're too young to be boyfriend and girlfriend, but they're best friends, right? There's a very fraternal bond here between these two kids, and they've got that kite flying in the background. It just feels very happy, right? And the cups with the lotus flowers in them, this represents a strong emotion for each other. So when you have this type of relationship, it can often be a past life relationship or connection, or it can just mean that when you met this person, it can be a relationship that you've come back to, that was a relationship you had early in life that you come back to later in life, or it can just mean you feel this nostalgia with each other, this happiness, this childlike happiness and connection where you just want to go like ride bikes and fly a kite and have a picnic and do those type of things that you do with somebody that you just love unconditionally and have a really innocent connection with. So this is a really nice energy that you guys share, especially with the Two of Cups here. Really, really nice. And it's coming in for them after they're healing. So if they're in healing mode, they may not even want to talk right now. They may not even want to communicate, and that's fine. You need to respect that and just, let it be. But what I would say is if this is something that you're holding out hope that this is going to be like your spouse or whatever, I would not put that kind of expectations on this relationship. This feels like a relationship that's very deep, very strong, very spiritual, but that doesn't mean that this person is meant to be or destined to be your anything besides a very strong connection that's unconditionally loving and that is lifelong. Okay, and just let's see what this becomes. It's always best to be just kind of open to whatever the universe has for you both. There's obviously going to be lessons to learn here too, but I do see this person with the World card here and then the King of Swords. Right now, this journey for them, for your soulmate, is very much a personal growth journey, right? Going from Page of Swords to King of Swords, and the World card representing the completion of a major life cycle here. So with all of this said, I do definitely feel they desire to build something with you. Most likely it is a connection that's more than friendship. It's some kind of a romantic connection, but first and foremost, it's a spiritual connection with a lot of nostalgia and happiness and innocence and life lessons attached to it. So what I would say first and foremost is what you can do if you guys are not in communication, which I feel is the case for a lot of you, and it's a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius energy with the swords here. With this growth pattern they're in, just try to send this person a lot of light, love, healing, and understanding, energetically speaking, okay? If not in the physical sense, if you're not in contact with them or communication, okay? That's the guidance just from what I see and feel here. But yeah, that Four of Wands is sort of on the horizon for you guys. So there's definitely some kind of a union or a celebration of togetherness in this relationship that's out there on the horizon and coming into view. So that's a really good sign, guys. Pisces, this is your side now we're going to go into. Let's see what Pisces is offering in this connection and is going through on their side. Thank you so much for the birth. Yeah, today is my 42nd birthday. Thank you. Yeah, thank you all of you guys for the birthday wishes. For those of you who have already sent me loving birthday, I really appreciate it. I'm trying to, for the most part, take the day off. It's hard when you work for yourself, doing like what I do. It's really hard to force yourself not to work all day long, because especially like with these generals, I'm trying to get 3 a day up so that they're all up. And I have a couple of personals that I want to get out as quick as possible too. Also, Justine and Valerie, I got your bookings for the What Makes You Magic Map of Destiny readings, and I'll be getting those out probably tomorrow. What is Pisces energy in this connection up until September 30th, 2019? Thank you. Thanks, bud. I'm feeling great. I really am. I'm feeling really great. I kind of dreaded this birthday, I have to say, for a few reasons, and I can't complain about a thing. I'm so grateful for the life I have and for the love I have in my life, and my cup really does run over. My cup runneth over, right? Okay. That sunrise this morning was just beautiful. What's the overall energy for Pisces, September 15th through 30th? So, it really is a privilege. Okay, so Pisces, and who's old? I'm not old. Older, but not old, right? So Pisces, you've got the Nine of Wands as your overriding energy. What this signals to me is that you're finishing out a cycle that's been, you've been involved in this cycle with and this is regarding your soulmate, where you've been doing a lot of the heavy lifting, I think, or you feel as though you've been doing a lot of the heavy lifting. And if you're the cross watcher and you're like, no, that's me, well, the energies can flip. So that's possible too. But right now, the intent is for this side to be for Pisces. So you feel like you've done a lot of the heavy lifting in this connection and you're kind of tired of it. I think you're kind of like, come on, can somebody, where, can I pass the baton here? Could you do your part? Well, yeah, I could see why, because the other person in this connection, like I said, from Page of Swords to King of Swords, right now coming out as Page of Swords, they probably have felt very much like they're not on board for the ride. And even though you guys have this strong connection and this strong love, you're like, dang, do I ever get a fair shake in this? Why are you always looking for reasons to run from me and looking for reasons to abandon me? And I have had more than enough reasons to do that to you, but I've always chosen to be there and to support and believe in you, and told people they don't know what they're talking about when they try to come to me and warn me about you. It's like a very lopsided energy. Well, that's about to change. This person is missing you a lot, and they're going through a rapid growth. They've got to go through this alone. And what you're doing is you're mirroring them in the sense that you're feeling that burden. You're in that wounded warrior energy, and you're like, no more heavy lifting here. I can't take anymore. I'm finishing this out and I'm done. Well, that's where the mirroring's happening. They are going to be the one doing some heavy lifting on their side. So whoever this is for, the other side is going to be doing their own heavy lifting now. And it's personal, but it does have a lot to do with this connection and the ability for you two to grow in this connection in the future based on what they're going through personally. Because you're getting to the point where you're kind of feeling blocked off toward them, and you don't want that. What you really want more than anything, it looks like, is to manifest a beautiful, happy connection with them. But there must be some kind of betrayal, disappointment to some extent. And although when that happens in these connections, it's usually on both sides, there's a sense of that happening, because you usually mirror each other. So you may feel betrayed, but I bet they do too. It usually goes both ways. And the only way to get past it is for both parties to be willing to forgive and to work it out. But right now, you're starting, even though in your heart you want to move forward, you're really getting a little resentful. And I think you're worried. I get the sense that you're worried that if things don't change soon, you're not going to be able to look at this person the same ever again, because you've got the Seven of Wands here and the Five of Cups. This is an energy of disappointment and being very guarded, okay? It can be an energy of being persistent, the Seven of Wands, but next to the Five of Cups, I strongly sense this is an energy of disappointment and feeling very guarded. And this could be somebody you've been with for years, and maybe the relationship just isn't right. For most of you, it does feel like it's someone who's fairly new in your life and then in the last couple of years, and someone that there's been this strong unconditional love and innocence for and happiness around each other, but a lot of disappointment. You can't put expectations on someone, guys, though. You know, we're all human and we're going to disappoint each other, especially the people who love us and we love the most. There's going to be disappointment. The best thing you can do is to understand that and have the same level of forgiveness for them that you would want them to have for you. This is tough. There has been some betrayal here. Someone has not been honest about some things in this connection. We've got the Seven of Swords here. That absolutely represents betrayal, deception. It could be something as simple as someone not being honest about the depth of their feelings. So maybe the other person in this connection told you, like, you know, I don't feel the same things as you, or I'm not that interested, when in fact they feel absolutely the same things as you. Maybe there's a third party. I don't know, but there's some kind of deception here. Doesn't feel like cheating, although that's possible. It doesn't feel for most of you like this relationship ever got to a point where cheating would be an issue, because there was no commitment in which there could be cheating for the majority of you. You're still trying to manifest something getting off the ground here. You got that magician energy. For some of you, you were 2 months, 2 years in, okay? There is something coming, or you're wanting to offer something. It could be either one. I think it's very, when you do generals, it's so hard to say. It feels very split. Some of you, there's an energy of someone coming towards you to offer you an apology or an explanation. You know if that's what you're owed. And for others of you, you're wanting to offer some sort of an explanation or apology, or maybe both. It feels some of you, both people need to do this. There needs to be, what I'm feeling most of all is there needs to be more understanding and compassion on both sides in this connection. You both want similar things in your heart, and you both feel like the other person has either betrayed you or let you down in some way, and you both want compassion to be given to you, but you're having trouble giving it back in different ways. It's very interesting energy. It's like, guys, in these connections, what it feels like to me is there's actually enough blame to go around, so you guys can play the merry-go-round of the blame game, or someone can choose to raise the vibration and say, hey guys, let's move forward in this. Let's get back to that, you know, manifesting and hoping for a happy, for, you know, doing some great things together and honoring the connection for what it's intended to be, honoring our higher selves and our souls and why we believe we came into each other's lives, figuring this out, okay? That's what this is about, this Page of Cups. It's the beginning of something positive for you two, and it is definitely coming. You've also got the World here again. So the World is that completion, right? That completion of a cycle. And I definitely feel like for both of you, there's a major completion coming in, which is going to allow this to mean a lot as this comes in, because they're both kind of happening at the same time simultaneously. A major ending and then a soft new beginning, which is going to allow hopefully you guys to start a cycle together with more understanding, more compassion, because in these energetic connections that are so meaningful in our lives and so strong, you know, not acknowledging them or expecting too much, neither one is good. They're both extremes of the same thing and not good. It's really important to honor them, acknowledge how special they are, but also really lower the expectations, because they're in our lives to learn first and foremost, right? And that's what it's here for. That's what the opportunity is all about, to learn. So honor them for that which they exist for. All right, so let's wrap this up with an oracle card. So basically, from now to the end of September for you Pisces and your soul partner or soulmate, I don't see a lot of energy for reunion, but I definitely see a lot of energy for starting a new cycle, for some explanations, apologies, and for growing in compassion and understanding for one another. And that union or reunion being a potential event on the horizon now, in the foreseeable future, which is good news, right? Expand on your patience and expand on your compassion, guys. Any going away messages for Pisces and their soul partner from Dreams of Gaia? Okay, the crone, nice. The crone, emotions, and the counselor and destiny. This is speaking clearly to me with the counselor card, emotions, the crone. Those three things tell me that there's a fear among some of you that you're going to end up alone and old. That's a fear. You're not. But you are going to end up very wise and very independent. Okay? Don't confuse the two. Wisdom and independence, yes. Alone and old, no. You're not going to be alone. You're going to be very much a counselor. And for this person in your lives, you're going to be each other's confidant and counselor. Your emotions are running high right now, guys. But this is such a big part of your destiny. That's the overriding theme here as you go away. To remember that this person is such a part of your destiny. And it may not be what you think it is. We can so often, especially when someone's a twin soul, a soulmate, we can so often get so caught up and confused in what they're supposed to be for us that we can totally miss what they actually are. Don't do that. Don't miss what the person is. Maybe they're meant to be your best friend, your confidant, someone that you can just lean on in times of want. Whatever it is, that your destiny is to fully realize that and to be open and compassionate with each other to the point of, you know, having very little expectations and honoring the connection for what it is and not for what it isn't. But there is destiny involved here, and so I definitely would say to, as you end up some cycles that are closing, especially a big cycle, and you have some new things coming in, some explanations and some apologies to be made and to be received, be open to whatever the universe is trying to display to you very clearly at this point for what this is for and what it's not for. Okay? And remember, a lot of it is up to the two of you and what the two of you decide to manifest together with this magician energy. Okay? But it has to be something you both agree upon. Okay? All right, guys, I hope this gives you some insight into your situation, Pisces, and the soulmate of Pisces. And again, if you need to book a reading, the information is in the description of the video. Make your love offering or payment to the Cash App or PayPal listed. And in the notes section, just list your contact info and the type of reading you're booking, and we will get you set up in a flash. Have a great Sunday, guys. Bye.